Yeah, it's just wow. I'm not. Yeah, that's odd to me. But I mean, what you like is what you
What
like.
you like is what you like.
I guess
Hey,
it has a more comfortability factor.
We don't do
to 'em.
no kink shaming here. I think somebody said like maybe she just
Only
wanted.
kink shame I do is ass eating. You like your ass eaten. Men, if y'all like your ass eat, that's just weird to me. To each his own.
Have you had it done? I
No,
think I
no.
asked you that before.
Yeah, I don't want it done.
You don't know? So
I,
you don't know how to bake a cake? So you know how to bake a cake?
honestly don't want it done. Actually, you kind of do know how to bake a cake if you read the directions.
But you never did it, so you don't know how to bake a cake, so you know how to bake a cake.
I'm cool. I'm sorry. To each his own. Some of y'all like that. I just can't even get past letting my legs be in the air or my back be arched. Like, I cannot do it.
This nigga, even when they do yoga, I'm like, not doing the cat cows.
Exactly. Like,
not doing the cat cows.
In certain positions, you like, this just don't feel right. Like, nah.
But it's crazy because even though it has happened to me, not to surprise, not to request. You heard that too, right? I don't know. It sound like fucking Optimus Prime.
I am a whole nigga. I ignore shit. I heard it. I'm like, if we gonna die, it's our time to go.
It's our time to go.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Oh, even if I could come across it in porn, I'm like, no, off next.
Yeah.
I was reading something. I was trying to get to the bottom of it, and I heard maybe it was somebody's podcast saying like for sponsors and for monetization in the first 15 seconds you shouldn't use profanity.
You shouldn't. I'm a work in progress, people. If y'all don't understand, a lot of times it's almost every 3 words you get a curse. Yeah. Like it's
an adjective. That's all.
I mean, yeah.
Colorful euphemism. Yo, I'm dying to get into this conversation today. You want to just
let's get it motherfucking popping.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I am what I am, and I'm going to be the very best of what I am. And for those who don't like me confidentially, I don't give a damn. I'd like to thank you for letting me be myself.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. We're live.
We in this bitch. We still alive. I'm still alive.
I'm Rahmonn.
And I just so happen to be Darien.
And you are tuned into episode 74.
We are 74 EPs deep.
Yes, before we get started, make sure you click that subscribe button if you haven't to. If you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple Music, make sure you follow and add us to your library.
Keep us in there.
Yeah.
Keep us in there. Fuck the week. All right, we're gonna start off.
Well, let's what are you grateful for?
Okay, hold on. All right. I am grateful for I am grateful we don't have no drinking games.
I'm grateful that's not larceny.
Yeah, facts. Bro. Nah, but on some real shit. I'm thankful for my family. I'm truly thankful for my family, for the ones in my corner, the ones who actually care for me, who occasionally reach out. Like, even though we don't talk every day, still love and all of that. So yeah. I'm definitely thankful for that.
That's what's up.
Facts.
I am grateful for purpose, which I'll dive deeper into later.
Lady.
Dive deep into lady.
You gonna dive deep into the lady? And you don't even gotta say pause.
Nope, that's great. I am grateful for purpose. I'm grateful for understanding my purpose. I did a great meditation earlier, which I want to talk about either this week or next week. But I'm grateful for purpose. That's it.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Everybody needs purpose, man. Find your purpose.
Now that we've been invited to another podcast, y'all can see my man D is Hollywood now and shit.
I made
famous,
it,
bitch.
I made it. We was requested, motherfucker.
And a great time. First off, shout out to Mr. Bartender.
Big facts.
And shout out to Prophet. Now that I'm not inebriated, I can say Mr. Bartender, where apparently I kept saying Mr. Friends.
Mr. Friends. Hey, we're here with Mr. Friends.
Yo, we had a fucking dope.
Yo, that shit was fun.
Dope ass time. Can't wait to go back. However, Jordan, we're not playing drinking games again.
Ever again. Ever again. I don't care.
And let me tell you the bullshit. So I went back and watched the first 2 episodes of Drinking Games. Everybody else had single shot fucking shot glasses. Go back and watch Drinking Games 1 and 2. They all had single shot glasses.
Nah, we all had the same size. They was the long joints.
On the first 2 episodes of Drinking Games. Go back and look on the tape, not our episodes.
Oh, and then when we came on, they
had
amped the goddamn shots up. That's Prophet's fault. He picked the shot glasses.
I thought you was my man, Prophet. I made you a whole playlist and everything.
I thought we was cool,
that.
bro. He tried to throw us under.
So,
nah, but that shit was fun though. But
I
I'm
am
doing
proud
that
of
shit again.
myself for the amount of alcohol I never earled, not even when I got home eventually.
That's good shit.
But it's crazy. Susan had made dinner and she left my plate on the counter and I unwrapped it. And I was understanding why. Now I understand why I wasn't hungry because we ate and I didn't remember that. You forgot.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah.
Remember, Jordan's pops had brought home food from a barbecue.
I did forget about that. I definitely forgot about that.
I opened the chicken and I was like, I'm not even going to attempt this. I just wrapped it back up and put it in the fridge.
Boy, I must have just had some drunk hunger that night, motherfucker. I went home and fucked some food up.
Did you really?
Yeah. I fucked that shit up.
Nah, I was afraid of it coming back.
I was laying down, but I fucked it up. You know, you get in the crib all drunk, you just...
Yep.
Like, I was done, bro.
And I didn't realize. So everybody was like, well, how much did you have to drink? I was like, well, I had this streak of luck in the beginning that made me want to go out and buy a lottery ticket. And then it all went downhill.
It went south quick.
Because I had the free shot, which I could have passed. And I was like, I want to be in the game. Everybody else had a shot. I'll take a shot too. And then I had to take 3. And I thought that's where it ended for me until I listened to part 2.
Part 2.
And I was like, I had to take 3 more.
I don't know. I had to take 2 more, right?
Yeah, so I had 7 double shots of larceny.
Shit. And if for those of you who don't know what larceny is, it's some shit that will kill you. Like, that shit.
It was great in the beginning.
At the beginning, we was like, oh, this is good. Like, that's not bad. At the end of that shit, we was like, never again.
Yeah, I'd open my notes like, maybe I'll pick this up for the pod.
I thought the same thing. And then afterwards, I'm like, yeah, they can have that shit. We killed the whole bottle. That's wild. Never killed the whole bottle of anything in one sitting for us, bro.
No,
like,
especially not with my lightweight
We wasn't ready. We was not ready.
No. But a good time. The only regret I had is he got some killer mosquitoes outside your crib.
Mm-hmm. Oh, them shit's strong.
I thought I had chicken pox the next morning.
One of them mosquitoes picked my goddamn arm up. It was like, give me this shit, cuz.
Yeah, it got me through the Crocs and shit.
Oh, shit. I mean, the Crocs got holes in them, so.
Yeah, that makes sense, but do not disturb.
That makes sense. That you controlling your shit from you?
Yeah, because every time I don't put the shit on do not disturb, I get a phone call. So anyway, it was a good time. I can't wait to do it again. Hang out again.
Fact.
Yo, it was cool because we got to know both of them individually, but I feel like we got to know them better
when they was together
on their spot.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Jordan thinks like me, like the whole you just put a little drop in it and it spawns this whole fucking cornucopia of fucking ideas.
Facts. That's a big fact.
I can't wait to sit and brainstorm with him on some shit.
Oh yeah. I was brainstorming before we even started.
Yeah.
We got some shit coming. It's work in progress. That's all it is.
And I learned that I might like a dog if I can find one with fucking Coda's fucking personality.
That one that just chills. You was fucking with that dog, surprisingly.
That's my man. I'm gonna have Coda on the pod.
Facts. Next time we just gonna bring Coda. That's the next guest.
Yes, sir. Oh shit. Let's see. Where do you want to start? Oh, quick shout out to Janice. Janice, if you guys don't know and pay attention to comments, a couple of episodes ago, Janice had commented that she would hope that we could do a show in just our socks.
Yeah.
Now, neither one of us is feet people, so I don't know how we feel personally about having our feet
don't feel
barefoot this close together.
Facts.
But it was a listener request, so I thought it was a fake. It still could be, but just with a really great work ethic. I thought it was like a fake account.
Mm-hmm.
And so I replied with some funny shit like, oh, I didn't know there was a market for us. What's the going rate? And she was like, oh, I'll donate to the show if you want. I'm like, okay. So then we left it alone. We posted the next episode, and she replied with a sad face.
Like she is waiting for it.
So we think we came up with something agreeable, Janice, if you're watching. If you go to WTC merch and you purchase a piece of merchandise, one of us will do the show without our shoes on.
Facts.
Darien sitting over there like, Rahmonn gonna do that. I ain't doing that shit. But yeah, before I forget, if you haven't already, check out Mr. Bartender's Friends Lounge Drinking Games Part 3A and then Part 2, which also is Part 2 of our episode because it went on so long that there's no video.
Break it up. Yeah, so half of it got video, the other half don't.
But it's worth listening to.
It's definitely worth listening to. I was dying.
Talk about Warm the Crib After Dark. That was definitely Warm the Crib After Dark.
Bro, that definitely. Shit. It went left. Never again, Mr. Bartender. Never again.
Or we just do the challenges.
Just do the challenge. But some of them, I'm not holding a ping pong ball in my ass, bro.
If you had to have
that card at the end,
I would have had. I'm gonna bring my own ping pong ball.
That's probably why they put them in there, because they know once you get so drunk off of this shit, you definitely gonna use the ping pong balls. And ping pong balls came with it. That's the fucked up part. Like.
And he said, if you use the ping pong ball, that's yours.
Shit.
You take it home with you.
That's yours. But
it could be worse because the challenge said every time you drop it, you had to take a shot anyway.
So you was going to have to push that joint in there deep. Pause.
You have to be a mule.
Yeah, like you really got to keep, because you not going, if you don't want to take no more shots and you doing this challenge so you don't got to take no more shots, if it pop out, you got to take a shot and put it back in. Like that's not a good look.
Wait, you had me dying because I forgot you had to do the horse noise before.
Oh yeah, we all forgot. Oh, that shit was funny.
And imagine how you look at your man if he choose. I'm gonna do the ping pong ball. What?
So, that's easy. What? Bro, that's not easy.
Oh, shit.
You've done this before.
Like, oh, that's why you take all them trips to Mexico.
Oh shit.
You want to attack Alabama or let's do the hip hop thing.
Yep.
We'll swing back to the Alabama thing.
Big facts.
Unless you've been living under a rock, last week was the 50th birthday of hip hop. Started out in the Bronx. Mass Appeal, which is Nas's company, had a big celebration. He streamed it. It was about 8 hours. It's on YouTube now if you want to check it out. So I've been kind of watching through it, and it's kind of cool to have grown up with it, right? Like I'm almost the same age as hip hop. I'm only 2 years younger. But like to watch the development and how it went from this underground thing that wasn't even played on mainstream, or, you would hear people all the time say it was a fad. It wasn't going to be around. It wasn't going to last, to now. It is the main music worldwide.
That's a fact. Like, because I didn't even think about it till recently, like realizing it was the 50th birthday of hip hop. Like, motherfucker, hip hop, my mom is older than hip hop. Like, that shit's crazy to me. And the impact that hip hop has and the genres that hip hop created, like drill, like all this other shit that's being brought up now, it all originated from hip hop, no matter what anybody says. Like, that shit's crazy.
You think you could only get it on like Video Music Box? I don't know if y'all had that here. You must have, but
yeah, I remember hearing about.
You had to turn it on the little dial on the TV to get.
That probably was my brothers that had that shit.
Yeah, because it would have been on MTV, but you couldn't even They didn't even play Michael Jackson videos on MTV at one point.
Yeah, I used to always wait till like when I wake up in the morning, they'd be playing all the MTV shit. But the fucked up thing is, they would choose specific times to do the hip hop joints. Yeah. So that it wasn't as fluent as the rest of the types of music.
Yeah. It was always off-hour shit.
Yeah. But I always made sure I listened to that shit or watch that shit. Like,
What's some of your like early memories? Like, do you remember what song made you or what album made you fall in love with hip hop?
That's a amazing question.
This young ass nigga gonna say Drake.
Nah, it's not Drake. I think it's a Locks album for real, for real. I don't know the
Yo, you
name
just
of
got
it.
mad cool points with me for saying that.
I don't know the name of it because my older brothers was who was listening to it, but that was the first
Gray?
time I actually heard it.
The cover was like gray.
Yeah, it
We
was
Are the
gray.
Streets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was because it had LOX on the front and all that. Yeah, yep.
that was their first album off Bad Boy.
That was the very first like time I've actually really listened to hip hop, and I was like, oh, like I like this. Like they're going hard. Like that was before I had the hood in me. Like my brother's already been around some shit, but that was before.
Yeah, so it was still like
oh wow,
mesmerizing.
yeah,
It had this like romanticism to it.
But that was the first thing I remember hearing was the Locks, and anytime I see like that album art, it brings me back to that time and shit. Yeah, that's just dope.
Mine was of course we were censored, so you listen to what your parents listened to. So uncensored, I remember DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, and Jeff is one of the fucking phenomenal goats in this shit, producers and DJs.
People keep forgetting that this nigga was really a DJ, and he
produced.
really went hard. Like,
Yeah.
like he was in these streets going hard.
Yeah. But then when I got to high school, and once you get to high school and you're around your peers, your shit, the censorship that your parents give you is a little harder for them.
Yeah.
Because you're hearing stuff, you're able to trade music with people. And for me, what stands out was Naughty by Nature. Like, I was fascinated with Naughty by Nature because they were from New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And we eventually ended up leaving Newark and going to East Orange. So that even fascinated me more. And it was just like the first time that I heard this uncensored, like raw stories from the street outside of just listening to stuff. And that's kind of like where I always say my love of drug dealer rap came from. Like just listening to those struggles and shit. Like,
yeah,
those stories fascinated me. I was talking with somebody earlier and I was like, it's interesting too, the time I came up in, the Mafia movies were big, and then you had Cool G Rap's one of my favorites, and he's like the grandfather of mafioso rap. And that's, if you kind of think about the people that I love, they all kind of stem from that, were birthed from that style.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
I remember even, I forget what it was, maybe it was Video Music Box, but they had this thing. It was a TV station, and it had an 800 number, and you would call, and you could pay to hear a song play. And the number one song requested was OPP.
Oh shit.
And I remember this shit blew up. Like, so like you're trying to watch video. That's what it was. It was a video channel. You would call or play to get a video played.
Right.
And you would just see OPP playing over because people just kept calling to fucking request it.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this shit is fucking huge. Why is this nowhere else?
That shit's crazy. Yeah. That gotta be something dope to see like the come up of a song. Like that shit's fire to see. Man, hip hop's the shit, man.
Yeah, check out that Mass Appeal thing. Like I said, it's like the first half is like DJ sets, and then you start seeing some performances. Like Nas, of course, performed toward the end. I enjoyed the EPMD one. EPMD, I was a big fan of EPMD.
I've heard of EPMD, but I don't know much about him though.
And my first favorite producer was Eric Sermon from EPMD.
Yeah. So, that's fucked up. I know of Eric Sermon, but
if I flew on some music, you're probably like, oh shit, I know. Like, remember the song that was it was a sample of the why can't I think of him? His father shot him.
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye. It was a sample of Just Like Music.
Oh,
that's Eric Sermon.
Oh shit.
And then Eric Sermon started Hit Squad, which is Redman, K Solo, and that crew. Yeah.
Okay. Getting a little bit fucking hip hop history.
There's been so much fucking a good show if you wanted like The Get Down. It was a show on Netflix, and it kind of embodied this character who was coming up when hip hop was new, and it showed like how the parties got started and how it originated with the DJ. And if you think back to like the names of the groups back then, it was DJ so and so and because the MC was there to enhance the DJ.
DJ Freshy Fresh and a Funky Bunch.
Yeah, because you would hear you hear people all the time like, oh, without a rapper, there's no producer or DJ. No, it was the other way around.
Yeah, without a DJ,
there was no need for the MC without the producer or
exactly.
the DJ.
That's 100%.
Yeah, but it's just fascinating. And then there's a bunch of documentaries. There's a couple of good ones I can't think of now, but maybe during the week I'll tell you so we can post them. Just if you really want to go back to this fucking famous party that DJ Kool Herc DJ'd, which is considered the birth of hip hop in the Bronx.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's fire. That's fire. Make sure you get your lessons, people.
Yeah. And I tell everybody now, you guys have a unique opportunity, like because,
everything's accessible. Like,
right. When I came up, I missed that whole like 80s era of hip hop. And you know, you heard some of it, like I remember hearing Curtis Blow on the radio. You would hear some Run DMC shit.
The break. Yeah.
Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick. Slick Rick is one of the most phenomenal fucking storytellers ever.
Fuck yeah. The best one in my opinion, he's the best storyteller to ever do it.
Yeah.
Like, children's story?
Yeah.
That was my shit.
And like you could visual before
Still
there was
to
ever
this
a
day,
video.
I remember all the words to children's story. Like that shit.
Speaking of remembering all the words, so Lil' Kim did a performance, right? Lil' Kim didn't know the words to her shit. Like, you know, I always critique local people when I say, when you go to perform, I always say, get the performance mix because the crowd should not hear you rapping over yourself, your recorded self. And that's how Lil' Kim's tracks had to play. And she would go, like, you know, everybody does the call and response thing. Like, they'll say a line and then they pause the music so the crowd can say the line. This bitch went whole verses. Like, she did, what's the song from Deep Cover with her and Mobb Deep? You know the song I'm talking about.
I feel like
it's
I
the
do.
Q to the B with the MO, BB, Queensbridge, Brooklyn, and we DEEP.
Yeah,
like she would go verses without saying shit, and I'm like,
nobody gonna call her on this? Like,
No.
like this is what we doing now?
like I would be like, imagine you pay a ridiculous price for tickets now to go see your favorite artist,
My nigga, I'm throwing the tomato.
and they lip syncing.
I'm throwing the tomato. I'm throwing something.
Like learn
I might
the
hit
word.
that bitch with,
Now, I don't know
with a
if
George
she
Bush
don't-
and throw a shoe, motherfucker. I'm throwing something.
I wonder if it's that she don't know the words or she don't have the breath control.
Oh yeah, she is older.
But then I watched Cool G Rap was on with Nas.
Right, smoke menthols.
Cool G Rap was on with Nas, and he has his breath control. He's fucking 56, I think.
I mean, but everybody ain't the same.
Black Thought's breath control is ridiculous.
She
He's
had a
over
hard
50.
life. What she do with her throat a lot? My fault. I did.
Or it could be all the fucking plastic surgery.
Yeah.
She was a gorgeous woman. She didn't need to do none of that shit.
Now she look like a life-size black Chucky doll.
It don't even look humanly proportional.
I ain't with that shit. That shit's wild. Like, and that's the truth. Like, she was literally the best looking one at one point. Like, and then it went.
Anyway, what I started to say is, so I didn't get that opportunity to go back until like digital music came around and there was Napster and shit, and I started downloading. I would trade with other people, and I got to go back and listen to the greats. Like I didn't listen to KRS-One when it was out. I listened to KRS-One in retrospect, and KRS-One is one of my favorite rappers. You guys have a unique ability to go back and listen to the generation before. Not to say that you have to go back and love it, but I just understand the progression of where it came from.
Facts. Or show love to some of these fucking OGs that paved the way for you motherfuckers. Like, that's what I would look at it as. I would just like, and that's why I understand like certain people who sample shit. Like I understand that because in a way that's paying homage to somebody.
Yeah, plus you instantly get the feeling that people love from that record.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know, it's weird. I always try and sample obscure shit because, you know, Puffy really exploited that whole, let's take the love people have for this song and let's automatically inject that love into this new song thing.
Oh, yeah.
But when somebody can take a classic and flip it, I think it's dope. I just think it's weird hearing people flip shit from the 90s. Because to me, it's so recent, but I guess in the 90s, the 70s, stuff that they were flipping was within the same realm of time. About 20 years, so.
Yeah. That's a fact. Shit. That's a... God damn. That's
right?
That's a fucking lot. Oh, didn't whatchamacallit celebrate 25 years of his first solo album recently?
Cool.
Nori.
Maybe.
I think he did. Randomly. I just popped into my head.
That might be about right.
I saw that.
Have you been to a hip hop concert?
Only been only concerts that I've been to in my life was I've been to a Boyz II Men concert.
Really?
hmm That was decent.
Okay.
It was when I was young, but I still kind of remember it. But it was decent. And I think I've been to a Jodeci, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
But that was all when I was young.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure my mom liked them, and she was like, "I'm gonna take y'all with me."
That's dope, though.
But nah, it was a dope experience. Though it definitely was.
Yeah, because when's the next time you're gonna see Boyz II Men and the whole group perform together?
Shit. Yeah,
I want to make it. It's on my. It's now on my bucket list. I remember in the '90s, like Summer Jam was a thing that came out of New York, right? But then there was a lot of violence around it back then. And safe ass me, like, oh, I don't want to go. What if some shit pop off? So I've never gone because I was worried about some shit
something
happening.
happening.
But now, as time has progressed, like I've always wanted to see Prince perform, and I'll never get that opportunity again, right? And so I said, when I was watching this today, I was like, I've always wanted to see Nas perform. I want to see Buster perform. I hear Buster's energy.
Oh yeah, I hear Buster got the best performances.
Sorry, Jen, but I hear his energy is fucking ridiculous.
Oh yeah, sorry, Jen.
And I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah, you got to. Got to. I don't know who I would want to see perform for real.
No. Do you like live perform? Like live music?
I do, believe it or not.
No, I would believe it.
Like, it's funny as shit. When we go to Ocean City, we always go to Secrets.
Okay.
And a lot of times they be having a live band in there, like singing some like hits or like some actual songs that was good at one point.
Right.
And we enjoy the vibe in there. Like, I like the music. I like hearing the actual instruments. Like, I like all of that shit. Like, but I know some people wouldn't probably go with us because, a lot of times it's a little more caucus in there. So I know my peoples probably won't really, but it's like literally chilled. No, you can't see no issues happening. Like, it's just everybody just trying to chill, have fun. Like, and that's what I like. Like,
unless somebody will move their fucking boat out the way. I was like, my niggas fucking alley-ooping me this fucking Segway.
You better move that fucking boat, man.
Yo, is this the new Juneteenth?
I think so.
August 5th, 2023?
August 5th, 2023. We're going to remember this day for years. I bet you every August 5th, somebody going to do something.
It's funny because I was like, I wanted to have a
chair, yes.
I was going to be like, this is our special guest this week, but I wasn't willing to go buy a folding chair.
Just for that?
Nah. But that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
I've now seen that skirmish from every fucking possible angle. That's the crazy shit. Real quick sidebar.
So many motherfuckers was recording. It was so many.
But think
angles.
about it. Everybody has a camera. Think about how much shit is going down in the past before the dawn of cell phones and camera phones.
And ain't nobody
nobody know about it except for the people that was there.
Yep. It used to be word to mouth. Like, motherfucker had to run up on you and be like, yo, did you see what happened to Charles down at the dock?
Yeah.
Like, he got beat up by 37 niggas. That's what they gonna hit you.
And you were like, nah, no way.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Them niggas done threw Betsy in the water. They done hit Janice with the goddamn with the goddamn chair.
See, shit like that is why I say I limit myself to where I would live in this country.
Oh, bro. That can happen anywhere.
It can happen anywhere, but the likelihood it's going to happen more often below the Mason-Dixon line and to a degree west up until you get to California.
Talking about with the white person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just trying to do your job. Like,
he literally was just trying to do his job. You need to move your boat so this big ass boat full of hundreds of people can dock and let them the fuck off. And you finna swing on me, cuz? Like, that shit's some bullshit.
But think about it. It could happen somewhere as simple as where I work and you used to work.
Yeah.
Because somebody's already said the N-word probably 3 weeks ago. See? They were like yelling at one of the employees, and one of the other employees in the self-serve area is like, yo, chill with that. And the lady turned around. She's like, I wasn't talking to you, nigger. And everybody, women popped off and she ran out the store because she was about to get her ass whooped.
I hope y'all
Y'all guy
realize that's y'all can't do that no more. We not taking that.
Mm-hmm.
Like words are not that's hate speech, and we will swing on your ass. Like no hesitation. Like if I was there, I probably would have clipped her. And they would have called her ass. I'm not.
But fuck around and find out it's real. Like
that's a fact. Like y'all keep thinking y'all can just say what y'all want and do what y'all want to people, and we're just gonna take that shit. No, we're fucking humans.
Taking it for 200 years. When you had to think there was a point where it was gonna be like, all right, enough's enough.
Exactly. They fucking wildin'. Like if y'all think we just gonna sit here, let you diminish us and treat us like we're less than human beings, like nah.
My man threw up the Bobby Smurda bat signal.
Yo, and that's the thing. Those are the two most iconic hats in the fucking universe, and they never came back. Like, neither one of them bitches came back. Still to this day, everybody wondering what happened to each of them hats.
Oh shit, that shit is fucking crazy. Yeah, and it's funny because I hadn't seen it all yet. I think we were still in recovery mode. At least I was personally.
Bro, I was in recovery mode for a minute.
And my brother sent me a meme. It was the patent for the chair, and it was like the picture of the black person invented the chair. Fuck you send this to me for? And he never responded. And then as I saw the videos later throughout the day, I'm like, oh.
At first, I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
I just kept seeing like dumbass memes. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And then somebody actually posted like what everybody's talking about. And I watched that shit. I was like, oh shit. But it was a proud moment for us because we stuck together. We saw somebody being treated wrong, and we stepped in and handled our business.
Yeah. Because in the past, we've always been told like,
turn the other cheek.
Turn the cheek or mind your business. Like
turn the other cheek and mind your business. And then none of them minded their business. Homeboy swam. Nigga, he swam.
Aquaman.
Yeah, Aquaman. Facts. He swam to help his peoples. Like, nah. Y'all not gonna just jump us and think we just gonna take that shit. And I hope that's for everybody out there now, motherfucker. Don't just let nobody get jumped or like either go and break that shit up or that's a question I got for you.
Okay.
If you was there, right? What are you doing? Are you jumping in or are you going in to stop? You the first dude that walk up and they jump in this black man. What are you doing?
At this point,
are you fighting?
I'm fighting. At this point, they're already jumping him. There's no fucking hang on, guys.
I'm coming in swinging.
I'm coming in swinging. What I said a couple weeks ago, fucking 32 years of frustration. About to get it out. It's about to be cheaper than therapy.
That's a fact. I was thinking that same shit.
No,
I seen somebody ask that question. And I was like, in all honesty, I can only see me coming in swinging. Because now he's not just fighting one of you.
Yeah.
He's fighting multiple of you. Now y'all just want to fight. Like, so ain't no point in saying, hey, stop. Because if you accidentally just swing on me, I'm going to be pissed. And you really going to get hurt. So I'm just going to come in swinging. Yeah. Like, know what I'm looking for.
Yeah. It'd be crazy. I remember having a conversation with my uncle. I mean, years ago, I had to be like in elementary school, like somewhere between 5th and 8th grade. I don't remember how old, but that long ago.
No, I was going to ask you something about the school ranges, but it's later. I'll talk to you. I'll ask you later. It's not nothing extra, but
yeah, K through 8, somewhere
for elementary.
Yeah.
See, I
always went to Catholic school, so we didn't have like the whole middle school thing.
Y'all just went straight to high. Yeah,
and then into high school.
See. Yeah,
the middle school thing was new to me when my sons was going to middle school. I had never heard of middle school before.
I guess they realized ain't no fucking reason why you got to have the kindergartners with the goddamn 8th graders.
I guess so. But it did work out because as an 8th grader, we were monitored. We were like, I guess babysitters, but
they did do that. Even in my elementary school, when it's K through 5, when we was in 5th grade, they had us go back to the elementary students and like read to them or like do shit with them, like, and we was basically babysitters.
Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck is this?
But that's one of my favorite. It's around here somewhere because I know I still have a copy of it. But that's why Green Eggs and Ham, a Dr. Seuss book, is one of my favorite books. Not that that's my reading level. I could read past that, but I remember being in the 8th grade and getting to read this to this kindergarten class and how much they fucking loved it. And of course, I'm animated, right? So I put my personality into reading it. And I used to know this shit by heart, cover to cover, because I read it to this class so much, and they really want, even though they've heard it, they wanted it somewhere. And I just kind of remember that. But anyway, and he was saying something like, he had said something about white people, this, and that. And I'm like, God, naive me, right? It's not like that when you were growing up anymore. It's like, people aren't like that anymore. And that was what, 40 fucking years ago, I was trying to make that argument that people aren't like that anymore. And here we are 40 something years later, and people are in fact still like that, and were then too. I was just naive. I hadn't experienced it.
They still like that. Like, this might sound a little wrong, but that shit's not going away until the ones who raised some of them racist kids die out.
Oh yeah.
Their bloodline has to die out in order for it to go away. So like, slowly but surely we're getting there, but we're not there yet. Because I'm pretty sure their parents are them racist ass motherfuckers. Like, don't be dealing with no niggers. Don't be talking like all that extra shit. I'm pretty sure their parents, not grandparents, their parents. Because of their grandparents. Like, yeah, that's exactly how it is. Like, again, this is only 200 years. Y'all keep thinking this is a lot. Niggas live to 50 and higher.
Right.
200, that's not a lot. Like, I'm pretty sure 200 years ago, either my mom's mom, but I guarantee her grandmom, like, was in slavery. Like,
oh yeah.
My mom is like, I'm 30, she's 30, she had me at 36. So she's 66.
Okay.
Like, I'm 100% sure.
Right.
Like,
no.
They seem...
Your mom's mom, not your mom.
No, yeah, my mom's mom.
Oh,
no, not my mom, nigga. Nah.
Somebody forgot to tell your mommy something.
No, not my mom. My mom's mom. I'm pretty sure they was like really on the edge of fucking slavery, like right there. Like, it's not that long ago.
I was gonna say something, I fucking forgot. Oh, you ever be helping a person or talking to a person, and you kind of get a vibe, right? You kind of know, and they're friendly, but you be thinking, what is your tipping point that I could bring your racism out? Like, you don't get your way.
That's a good question.
Like, I was helping this guy the other day, and we're short. Oh, shout out to fucking Mason. Mason resigned.
First of all, I'm taking these.
Yeah, you can't be that Hollywood, huh?
Yeah. I'm only Hollywood for a certain amount of time.
It's so dark in here.
Niggas like, hold on, yeah, it's dark. I'm in tinted fucking car.
Mason resigned to focus on school, so it's kind of a
respectable.
Yeah, respectable. It's just Mason was the first person that I hired that stayed that long, and now it's kind of like the end of an era. Right?
Oof.
But anyway, so
you an OG, Mason?
Yeah,
this is fucked up. You an OG?
Mason's OG. So he resigned, and this guy wants to get something done, and it's a dumb thing. Like, as much of a salesperson as, if it's something that doesn't make sense for me to charge you for because you can easily do it, it drives me crazy, right? But I get it. I could change my oil, but I don't want to, right? So I'm going to pay somebody to change my oil. They want to
pay. Let them pay.
So the guy was like, well, when can I come back for it? I'm like, well, my staff of 4 is reduced to 1 now. So I can't.
Damn.
Yeah. I can't guarantee you a time. Because Mason left. I hired a guy who was great. Shout out to Gavin. Gavin was only there temporarily till he went back to school because he's carrying a high credit load this semester, right? So I applaud these people for putting their education first. And then another guy just stopped coming. He started working somewhere else, and he stopped coming to work. And, Mir stepped down, so I have no soup and no associates.
Shit.
So it's just me again. So I said, I can't guarantee that, but I'll call you when it's done. He's like, well, what about this time?
You can't guarantee that.
Can't guarantee it, but I'll call you when it's done. Well, what if I bring it on Monday?
Can't guarantee it.
I still won't be able to guarantee it. So he asked about another day. So should I bring it Sunday? I was like, let me shorten up,
motherfucker,
both of our times.
No matter what
day you bring it, because I don't have staff. I can't guarantee you a time. I can guarantee you that we'll work on it in a timely fashion, and we will call you once it's complete. And he was like, where's Alex? Go tell him that, because I'm going to tell him the same thing I told you.
Yeah.
But anyway, like him, I'm like, how much further did I have to go?
Your privilege is showing.
Right. How much further did I have to go to pull your inner racism out? Do you don't ever think that when you be talking to somebody and like you feel the conflict there?
Yeah.
and they're not getting their way, and they're about to stamp their feet. Like, what? How much furthermore did I have to get?
I ain't never have to ask that because a lot of them motherfuckers, like, they just back down to me. I don't know why. A lot of times, if it's that extra privileged motherfucker,
Yeah.
they don't back down and they be extra or
That
whatever.
bitch that
But
threw that tape at you ain't back down.
she didn't. I feel like if I'd have said like "fuck you" in this tape, she probably would have called me a nigger.
Yeah.
She probably.
That's what I'm saying. Like, one more step, exposed. Might be a new segment.
Exposed. Start trying to get people racist
So I
to
try to
come out.
expose them. Like, some of them are blatant. They come in the store still to this day with their Trump 2020 or Make America Great Again hats. Nigga, y'all lost.
Yeah, like it's no point in keep wearing that shit, bro. You just trying to open sore wounds. Just leave it alone.
Yeah, but
Motherfuckers is racist, man.
yeah, it's
I
just sad.
fear.
Like,
I just fear for that to come out on me. Pause for somebody to do that towards me. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like,
you don't think you'd be as
100
calm as I was in the bar?
Yeah, I don't think. Huh?
Remember the bar, the girl? I told the story here. I'm not gonna tell it again.
Oh, fuck no! I would have
Okay.
been that calm.
If I can remember, I'll put the card up there. I can't remember what episode that. Damn, you remember?
I would have not have been that calm, bro. I'd have lost my shit.
It was
Especially when I realized, I'd have been like, "Oh yeah, she mad at, bitch, you talking to me?"
Yeah, it's just sad, just from a humanity thing, right? Like, you could assign a stereotype or a way to any group should you choose to be that closed-minded and be in that group. And one of the things I'm talking about meditation a lot because I've been consistent with my practice lately, and it's made a world of fucking difference on my fucking mood and just mind state, like world of difference. One of the things is like your brain is a great recorder of a great predictor. It decides that this happened before, so this is likely to happen again.
Mhm.
And sometimes you get caught in that. So like I have to remind myself, this could be like that, but let's see where it's going. Let's focus on right now and let's see where this is going to go. Forgot my point. But so there's stereotypes and shit, but you can't like assume that that's what's going to happen every time. And like just to see people be that unhuman, to hate me or anybody else
Just because what you look like.
because of what I look like.
Yeah, no other reason. You ain't do nothing to me.
I ain't do
You
nothing
ain't
to
say
you.
nothing to me. You ain't hurt my family. You just look like that. I don't like it. I guess that's what niggas do to ugly bitches. Psych, nah, I'm joking. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. I do not want nobody on my top. I'm cool with y'all. I'm just joking.
No, but
Nah, but that's real shit. Like, I could never understand. And that's the thing. I hate. Y'all gonna hate me for a minute. All right. That's why I feel like we're superior. Because we could never do the shit that they've done to us to them.
we do give a lot of grace despite what's happened to us.
Like, even if the pages was turned to the other side, we wouldn't do the same things that they did to us. And that's why I feel like, in a way, we're superior. Because we have this actual, what the fuck is the word I'm looking for? We have a humanitarian side to us. Like, granted, all y'all niggas in the street shooting and all that shit, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the regular us. Like, like y'all niggas on a different level, but I'm talking about the regular us.
Right.
Like, we're humanitarians. We don't want to hurt nobody. We just want everybody to be cool, live together. If I bump into you, I bump into you in a situation. We keep it moving. If I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. Based on your personality,
Yeah.
not what you look like. Like, and that's big on like my best friend's a white guy.
Right.
Like that's my nigga. Like he won't say that, but
Right.
but nah, that's my nigga. Like 100%. Like I don't see that. I see your personality,
Right.
how you act towards me, what you do for me, all of that extra shit. Like what you look like ain't got shit to do with what our relationship's like.
Right.
So if you think that has anything involved with it, you fucking bugging. Like
Yeah.
it's who you are, not what you look like. Your person, like your emotions, your personality, all that shit. Like nothing, not even what you do for work is gonna make me judge you in a specific way. Like
Mhm.
certain motherfuckers gotta do what they gotta do. Like it is what it is.
Yeah.
But if it's shit I don't want to be part of, I keep my distance.
Like I was thinking about even humanity, right?
Excuse me, shit.
Our higher level of thinking is kind of a curse too, because Susan's watching The Walking Dead, And I'm like looking at this and I'm like, you have this group of monsters that's attacking us. And even in that scenario where we probably would fare better if we just all grouped together, you got all these different groups that are fighting each other. So now on top of just trying to fight these things,
Y'all fighting each other.
we fighting each other. That's humanity.
Yep. When them aliens come.
Aliens, I'm telling you, aliens fly by here and say, roll the windows up and lock the door.
Oh, yeah. They don't want nothing to do with us. They're like, oh, them niggas stupid, motherfucker. They fighting each other when they could prosper. Like, it's just wow. I could never fight somebody just because of our different beliefs. Like, because the main things that start wars is, what's it? Racism? Religion.
Number one.
Religion's number one, yeah. Racism and sexuality.
Yeah.
Sorry to say it. I don't give a fuck about none of that. like I don't give a fuck about what you believe, like your God or any of that. That's up to you. This society. Like
that's your personal relationship.
That's your personal shit. Your race, I don't give a fuck. As long as you're a good person, you cool with me. Like,
and I'm more fascinated. Like, other people's cultures fascinate me. Like, or other people's decisions fascinate me. So before I'll hate you for a decision or who you pray to, I'm like,
I'm gonna figure out why you
tell me
think
about
that.
it. Like, why? And I'm gonna ask you. Know me. I'm gonna ask questions. I want to understand why. Like, maybe you can enlighten me to some shit that I didn't know or I didn't think about.
And when people ask questions, don't just automatically assume that they're attacking what you stand for. Some of us literally just want to understand what your mind frame and what brought you to your conclusion. Like, that's literally what the basis is. That's why I feel like how everybody should look at everything. Like granted, like 100%, nobody can change my thought process on anything, whether it's religion, sexuality, all of that. But I'm willing to understand why you think that.
Yeah.
Like, and I will accept why you think that. And now we have our understanding. Like I said before, drop this shit.
Yeah.
Don't talk about it. You still my nigga. Like it's all it is. Like, people be doing too much. Like, you stop trying to fucking convince other people to think like you. Everybody's not going to think like you. Some people, because a lot of shit in everything, in religion, sexuality, fucking racism, and all of that, there's so many fucking different, so many fucking different things that can object how you feel about the situation. So,
and a lot of it's used to be divisive. Like, don't get me wrong, I hate when people say, I don't see color. You're full of shit because there's differences.
We all see color, bro. Like,
but I think that's just
like, unless you a fucking dog and you see black and white, like
I think that's just as dismissive as.
I don't believe that either.
Yeah, because recognize my culture. I'm black. There's a culture. You know what somebody said to me at work, and they asked me, who fucking asked me this? They were saying they don't think we have a culture as Black Americans. We don't have our own culture.
Hip hop.
And that was my argument too. I said,
like, if you really want to get technical, the culture from hip hop brought a good 90% of everything.
Is us.
Like,
because I think the way they saw it is they said, like, you look at, like, if you were born somewhere in Africa, you have this African culture that you can look back to, or if you were born in the West Indies, you have that culture that you can look back to, where we were just born here. And I said, I remember our
cultures mix.
Yeah.
There's multiple things in our culture.
But I also think it comes from not knowing, right?
That too.
So I remember thinking when I first did my DNA thing, and
what's it, 23andMe?
No, I didn't do that one. I did Ancestry, because they do a sale every Christmas time.
Who?
Ancestry.com.
They do
a sale.
A sale.
Yeah.
I thought you said Sveil or some shit
no,
like that.
No, a sale. Like, usually it's half price Christmas time.
Oh, okay. Got you.
So if you want to do it, just wait a couple months and get it half price.
Yeah. I've thought about doing it so my kids can know, my daughter can know where she is, but.
Well, a couple reasons, because I don't know my paternal side of biologically. I don't know my paternal side, and it's been popping up a bunch of Bowers as like second and first cousins that I've never even heard that name growing up.
Bowers,
so, yeah.
So Bowser ass niggas say nah.
But what was cool? So I was disappointed at first because it said your ancestry, Virginian and Maryland slaves. I'm like, oh, cool. Nothing more to my story. That's kind of corny. But then when you When you scroll, because that's where my recent ancestry is. My family traits come from people that were slaves in Virginia,
That's
Maryland.
the issue. They didn't start as
Right.
fucking slaves.
So it says further history or whatever descriptive word they use to describe it. So like I'm 33%, my DNA is 33% Nigerian and 20% from the Congo. So like kind of that, I don't want to show my ignorance of where those places are, but they're close.
Yeah.
Whatever coast they're at, they're close.
Won't fuck up.
Because I think I see where it is, but I can't remember. So I was like, you know what?
You said Congo and
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
And then there's some English and Scottish in there. Of course, we know where that comes from. That little bit of colonizer that's in there.
Scottish.
Yeah, in England.
Millen.
So we know where that came from.
The slave owners.
Yep. But I said, so there is culture, and I said we all have culture. But if you don't
forgot
know
that fast when I was looking up
where the Congo is and where Nigeria were, I want to say the eastern coast of Africa. That would make sense from a logistics thing. You come down from Europe, scooped up some labor, and then head over to U.S. Excuse me. Anyway, so I was like, I want to learn about Nigerian culture. Now, I haven't dedicated a lot of time to it, and there was a customer who said, who is Nigerian, he was going to give me some information, but he hasn't. But it's on my list of things to do is to dive deeper into that culture to understand it. Even when I was looking at new tattoos, I started looking at like history, lore, stories from that area of Africa to understand like what would be meaningful to me based on that culture. So
to Congo and who?
Nigeria.
Shit, nigga. Oh, y'all some bitches.
What?
It's not. It showed me close to Congo. It didn't show me. It basically zoomed in on fucking Congo.
So zoom out.
It's not maps.
Oh.
It was supposed to be maps, but the motherfucker ain't go. Fuck you, because you about to talk about my Android.
I wasn't. I thought about it, but I wasn't going to actually say it out loud.
Give me Nigeria is right there.
Yo, real quick, did you watch you caught up on Crash Dummies? Or did you see the clip they posted? When
I've been trying to catch up on all that shit.
They said if you had to fight a man with a peanut allergy, and Pat was like, I would crush
We're not
some
that far apart.
But what coast are they on?
They're East Coast.
So I was right. Yay, me. He said if he was gonna fight a dude with a peanut allergy, he would crush up some Snickers in his hands.
Could you imagine he had a peanut allergy and they can start punching you with fucking
He said, yeah, just put some peanut, smash the Snickers and man, just slap the shit out of you.
Bro, that would be the funniest shit ever to see. And then that nigga started swelling up.
That's what I'm saying. But
he's smacking one.
I'm laughing about it. I'm like, yo, somebody could do the same thing for me. Just put some fucking shrimp in their hand. Pause. I feel like pause was necessary.
Shrimp? No, this wasn't.
And then just start smacking your face with...
Smacking you with shrimp. Boy, you gonna lose that shit. What happens? Your shit close up?
It's been said that I don't have an allergy per se, but more of an intolerance. Sometimes I'll break out in hives. I've never, thankfully, had my throat close up. I've had my lips swell up, which is a far second from there, and then I'll break out in hives, and then sometimes my stomach gets really upset.
I'm glad I ain't never had that shit.
I miss it. I be seeing shrimp recipes and shit, just fucking reminiscing.
And see, that's
I
the
be
funny
watching
thing.
shrimp recipes like I'm watching porn.
That's like a special for me. Like when I'm splurging on myself, that's when I eat some shrimp and some extra shit. But other than that, stick to the basics.
Like I used to make a banging ass shrimp scampi.
I don't think I made shrimp scampi. I made shrimp Alfredo.
It was garlic and fucking
shrimp
butter.
and chicken Alfredo.
Yeah.
I had to put the shrimp in separately because, don't nobody eat it but me.
So, oh, really?
Yeah. I'm the only one that eats seafood.
Oh, shit. This is what I think, real quick sidebar, we probably should final thought ourselves out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so good.
I was looking at how, like, employees don't, and not all, but most, and at a certain level, don't really attempt to learn their craft or learn what they're doing for the moment, right? And when I worked in the seafood department, I didn't know shit about seafood. We would go down to the market every now and again and have crabs, and They were already cooked. You just had to crack them shits open.
Mm-hmm.
But here I had all this fucking fish. And I said, well, I want to be better at my job. So like if you come and you say, hey, what's a great way to make swordfish? So what I would do is once a week, once every couple of weeks, I would buy a sample of something and like find a recipe that I liked.
That's
and
dope.
try to learn how to make it so that when somebody said, hey, what's the best way to make this tuna?
You should
try this recipe.
saute it, put some onions and some. I got you. Yeah, that's smart.
But I was like, that's always been who I am. I want to be better at what I'm doing, even if it's not the forever goal. Just I want to be better at this thing.
Yeah, I ain't never had swordfish.
No, shit is good. Like a steak, they cut them in steaks.
I think my people told me that. John said that shit was good. I ain't never had that shit.
You want a simple one? Marinate that shit in some Italian dressing.
All right, so you do eat fish.
Yeah.
What is your go-to fish to eat? If you was like about to cook you up some fish, what you gonna grab?
Am I indulging my Nigerian side or my American side? No.
It don't matter.
If the hood side wants some catfish,
you need to learn to make some fufu, motherfucker. I ain't never had none yet.
Nah, the hood side of me always wants some fucking catfish and cheese grits.
Yeah, you're a nigga.
Yeah.
But that's...
There's this place back home.
You ain't
me and
say salmon or nothing. Nigga said catfish.
Nah, you said my go-to. Catfish, fucking flounder.
Yeah, catfish. Flounder's decent too.
I haven't had either in a very, very long time. We used to have this.
You gonna fuck around and just go buy some fish to make.
You know what I haven't found? Maybe it's different up here, but when I remember being downstate, and I was like, at home, you didn't really buy fish at the supermarket. You went to a fish market. I could never find a fucking fish market to go to down there.
There's it's kind of a fish
they
market.
did have in the supermarket. It looked like shit. I wouldn't dare buy it.
You want to check the Newark Farmers Market? They got a whole little section that has like a bunch of seafood. Like they
see the fish on
ice and shit. Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Newark Farmers Market. That's where I go. Yeah, if you go in there all the way to the back on the right, you'll see that shit. As soon as you go back there, yeah, they got a whole little drawing. They got the lobsters in a little tank and shit.
Okay,
like, yeah,
that was one of my first jobs. That's what I did. The irony, right?
That's funny.
Look at my first job. My first job was a pet store, and I don't really fuck with pets. First ever job, 13 years old.
That might have something to do with why you don't fuck with certain shit. Because you was forced to deal with it.
But when I worked there, I tried it. I love aquariums.
Not forced, but
yeah. I love aquariums. I just think they're so dope and relaxing, like with tropical fish. And I had to, you get to put the shit in there and the color, like I was all into it. Then I tried hamsters for a while, and then motherfuckers kept multiplying. I remember, real quick story, we were trying to get rid of them. So one day when I went to work, my mother's, the plan was my mother was going to talk to my boss because they worked together. That's how I got the job. She was the school nurse at my school. My mom was a teacher at the school.
Oh shit!
And that's how I got the job. And anyway, so they were gonna have a conversation, and I was gonna sneak these babies my hamsters had just had again into one of the cages at work to get rid of them. Not realizing that they would see the babies as a threat and the other mother would kill them. But, I didn't know.
Yo, hamsters
I had turtles.
Is wild. Hamsters is wild. I ain't never had turtles.
I had a dog.
It's a frog outside the back of my crib I'm thinking about catching. Yeah. I ain't catching him yet. Yeah.
Make sure it's not one of them weird-ass poisonous ones and shit.
They better not be, motherfucker, around my crib. But nah, them motherfuckers do travel.
And
they just gotta sit on the goddamn. He said a cat. He said turtle. Hamster, cat.
We had parrot. My mother I love parakeets.
Bro, me and my brother Kick had some birds. We love these birds.
I don't know why. And I don't mean this as a diss, but I can see Kick as a bird owner.
I can see that nigga as a bird owner
right?
too.
It just makes sense.
Here's where the story goes dark. Our birds got cooked. Not literally. But what we didn't realize is we and him set the cage up, but we put it over top one of the heater vents. We came back. The motherfuckers was stiff as shit.
Oh, last week I was struggling. I don't know what artwork to make. You see, I made lazy artwork
you have
last
a bird on that motherfucker.
I made lazy artwork this week. Thank you. I already know the artwork for this week's episode.
That shit was wild. I don't even remember everything else. I just remember where we set it up. And then when we came back, the birds was there and our mom told us why. And I was like, fuck, that was literally me and his fuck up. We killed the birds. It's
And y'all
winter
parents
time.
now.
It's winter time. You know the heater blasting, motherfucker. We got one of them old school oil heaters, so you know it's hot in that motherfucker. Bruh.
I'm done. I'm done. Oh shit.
Oh, my final thought is do not put your bird over the heater, motherfucker. That's how KFC originated, motherfucker.
I thought you was about to tell me that like you raised the chicken and then you cooked it like you would do on a
Oh, nah. We cooked that motherfucker over the heater in the crib by accident.
Y'all didn't eat it, did you?
Fuck no.
Okay, I just had to check.
Yeah. I don't think we buried him either. I think he just went in the garbage can. I don't know. I don't remember 100%.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
remember a burial, though.
Oh shit.
Oh.
What's my final thought? I don't know. Well, I'll say this. This is my final thought. That experience led you guys to become great fathers.
Yeah, I'm not putting my daughter over the heater, motherfucker.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
I bet you listen when she like, Daddy, it's hot in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut that bitch smooth off. Oh, you hot, baby? Let me go ahead and turn it off.
Excuse me. Shit. All right. Listen and watch. Watch and listen. Another great episode. Shout out to my guys, Jordan and Prophet.
SBC Prophet. Let's say
Prophet
the
is a
full
funny
thing.
motherfucker, bro.
That nigga funny as shit.
Prophet, every time I'm around you, I enjoy your company even more than I did the previous time.
Nah, that's facts. Prophet dope.
Um,
Jordan, you cool too. My
yes.
fault. We don't want.
It's funny. I would think no, Jordan's cool too. Yeah. It's funny. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, Jordan might be the third white person Darien ever trust.
That's shit, Jordan, you done made the list.
I thought about it. I was like, oh shit.
You done made the list. Only trust
John Eminem.
John Eminem.
That's it. You said two people.
Oh yeah, John Eminem. I feel like I said somebody else.
It was three people. You're right.
But I think the other nigga fell off the list, so.
Oh.
You got the
Is the
third
spot
spot, cuz. You got the...
Oh, when one door closes,
Another one opens.
Yep. Listen and watch and listen. Great conversation with my brother as per usual. Can't wait for you guys all to check this out.
Make sure you follow us on everything at Warm the Crib across Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. On TikTok, we are Warm the Crib Podcast. Oh, we're also at Warm the Crib on Threads.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I ended up creating the Threads. Make sure you follow us on everything. Go to the YouTube and subscribe. Hey Janice, make sure you go to the merch site and get WTC merch. Grab some merch. Let us know you grabbed it. You can take a picture with you wearing it, and we'll work out the sock thing for you.
Word, I got a brand new pair of socks that I have not worn yet.
He waiting for you to put them joints on. I'm just saying.
Yo, I should get the Warm the Crib joints.
That would be fire.
Yeah.
That would be fire.
I gotta order them.
Yeah,
anyway, until next week, we'll talk to you guys later.
Peace.